I took this bottle of wine and I ruined it. Basically, I, unfortunately, have a GERD flare-up, or LPR, or something even worse, like esophageal cancer. So, I still have a hankering for my wine, so we're going to go ahead and do the absolute most ridiculous thing on the entire planet. We're going to attempt to burn off the alcohol. So the idea is to pour all of the wine into a large pot. I'm not going to do the entire thing. I'm just going to do probably about half the bottle, maybe 3/4. Just save enough, because I may want to add part of the good wine right back in. That's about halfway. Keep going. That's about how much I want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that on, well, to start high heat, maybe a medium. We'll go medium. And then, once we achieve a temperature of 140 degrees Fahrenheit via thermometer, we'll let this thing be covered. We'll boil it for about 45 minutes, and we'll see you guys once it's done. Alright, everybody, it has been 45 minutes. Our wine is still kind of boiling a little bit over here. It's quite warm. It has filled the house with lovely wine scents. So the first thing I'm going to do is not burn myself. I'm going to pour it down into my decanter. And I'm going to almost burn myself anyway. Ideally, you're supposed to also let this cool off for a little bit. And go ahead and just serve this up. You'll notice at the bottom, there's not really a lot of caramelized sugar or tannin down there, which I find is very interesting. I'm not sure with a different wine how that's going to work. There's a dog having a bowl at my feet. Ooh! Alright. That is quite hot. I kind of figured that was going to be a thing. Let me go ahead and get that. My cooling pad, and when this is fully cooled off, then we'll start the wine tastings. Alright, everybody. It took quite a bit longer than expected for this to actually cool down, but I'm going to use Fancy Dancy Beaker, and what I'm going to do first is try this straight, which will probably end very poorly. And we're not going to do a color clarity for this, because we've had this wine before, so we're going to start straight. Oh yeah. Oh, that's brutal. Wow, that is really brutal. Alright. As expected. So the first thing we're going to start with is water. See if we can kind of dilute all of that terrible gunk out of there, because that just tasted very cooked, kind of charred. Yuck. A little more palatable? I would say probably not. What I'm actually going to do is actually pour that out, because what we're going to try next is what all the kids drink, Welch's grape juice. So, we're going to go equal parts of the wine. Okay, there we go. And we'll do equal parts of our grape juice. Now, normally when you do dealcoholized wine, what you want to do is actually fill up the volume loss with water. But we're going to start by finding what actually tastes good first, because there's no point to adding extra volume if it ain't going to taste good. So, let's see how we do. not bad. That's actually not bad at all. You can still kind of taste that kind of charry, burned wine, but the Welch's actually fairly does a good job masking that off. It still kind of works. And our final test, and this is the one I really wanted to try, is can we also take our burned off wine, and can we, let's say, add the old wine back in. Now, of course, the point of this is to get rid of the alcohol, but let's see, maybe we just want to burn some off, add the old wine back in, and kind of dilute it that way with either water or even grape juice. Let's find it. You still get a taste of that wine in there, but definitely gets a lot more charred, a lot more burned off. And it doesn't mix all that great. In all honesty, out of all of our, I'll say, diluents, Welch's grape juice actually works the best. So, if you have to make your own ruined wine, add the grape juice back in there, because at least you'll get a little something salvage out of it. And yes, we have a nest. Of course we do. So, that was a very interesting experience. Not sure if I want to do that again, in all honesty. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. And it's probably a lot better to try the non-alcohol wine in the store. But it was a fun little experiment, and I hope you all enjoyed.